mic.
E. Let me fix the audio on this real quick. There you go. Whew. Alright, so I'm gonna make some more of the the bookshelves.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I just gotten like half of the windows, like almost half the windows for the first floor done. And just doing all the regular windows right now. It's I'll do the stained glass ones once I can get my hands on some more dye.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a bit tedious collecting the bone meal and then just growing the flowers, and then crafting those flowers into dye.
Yeah, I feel you there. Alright, that's 20 more bookshelves.
Like a spy mic behind a book, listening.
Let's see.
Guilty Drake, secret agent. But yeah, I figured I'd just try and finish up some stuff with the mansion, and then because unfortunately my professors are starting to assign work again since the break is nearing the over point.
Yeah.
So might need to get back to work soon.
I'll try and I'll see if hopefully maybe we could still do Audience Anarchy. If not, we can always push it back one more day.
I can do it. I could do it tonight for sure. I'm probably not going to get started on my work until like the weekend.
Alrighty.
Betty the Platypus.
Let's see. Alright. More slabs.
Okay, what went? Okay. Chiseled bricks.
I also laid the foundation for like a fountain in the middle of the mall. I'm gonna start chiseling away and start making my little mud house a little bit smaller now to accommodate some changes. Gonna make the entryway for the mall a little wider.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
1, 2. Okay, I need 8.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. I'll put a lantern in there soon.
For not much. So yeah, it won't be much longer that this mansion's just gonna be a dark box with torches.
Liminal space. Unnerving images with such unnerving music. Empty castle of King Rue.
I love chiseled stone bricks. And I think that's it for now. Like, but yeah, I'm still down for Audience Anarchy tonight.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, again, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll get started on my like schoolwork and stuff until until maybe Saturday, Sunday. It depends on how much is being assigned.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Yeah, plus like yeah, only reason I kind of want to do it tonight is, again, because I gotta close tomorrow and then the next day as well.
Too bad the Vinny model didn't work.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm still hyped for it. So it looks like all we need to do is I think you were there for that. Final.
Nice.
We gotta get the animations set before.
Yeah, I see. See, Gelty's also a Minecraft veteran.
Ooh. Oh, so Guilty, do you play the game? Do you have it? If you want, you can ask Zenith to send you an invite to join us. Let's see. Okay, that'll do it. Let me make another slab.
Not now. I left Minecraft in 2010.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think I started playing it around 2010 or so. Or maybe it was like 2012. I can't remember exactly. But those were the good old days for me.
I had it, my introduction to it was in, I had the PS3 version.
I had the Xbox 360 version.
Nice. Let's see.
Hell, I still have my Xbox 360, and I guess most of my old worlds too. So hopefully, if it's, I mean, it Minecraft on the Xbox 360 now it's barely functional, but I can try and skim through my old worlds if I get a bit of time.
I don't know if my PS3 ones are still saved. I think they're long gone. I don't have the old save files on PS3, but on PS4 I had the ones that me and Zach were working on.
Nice.
We did like a roller coaster on creative mode, and then I have like a farmland and a railway system on like my main one, and then Zach and I have one that we share together. We've been meaning to come back and boot it up.
26. Oh, 26. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Well, I think it was 2009 was when the alpha when the alpha was released, but I think the full release of the game was 2011.
There you go.
Oh, I thought he had it. No.
There you go.
Aren't we all?
Alright, there we go. I think the library.
Oh yeah, Ari, did I?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Ari, did I tell you? It's Inari's birthday today.
Oh, yeah. I'll be sure to send it, or if you want, you could, because I don't have him on my friends list anymore for some reason. But yeah, if you want to, or maybe I can DM him like on for Affinity or something. If he's, I don't know if he still checks that anymore. But I'll send birthday wishes.
I don't use for affinity messaging system myself just because it's ancient. But yeah.
Yeah, I miss him. We've been trying to see if he wanted to come back, but he said like the server was overwhelming. So I was like, yeah, we'll give him the
I
space.
forgot. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot he left. I thought he
Yeah,
just wasn't active.
yeah, I really want him. I hope he does come back at some point. I'll wish him well.
Mm.
Hope he's doing okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he's doing he's doing fine. He's just yeah he's doing better now, thankfully.
That's good.
Was hopefully next week. Was hopefully sometime next week. Gonna get a hopefully get a commission slot for Pokalai since I seen you just opened up.
E. This week I'll try and get yours. Once Gary gives me time to breathe. It's like it's one of those clients where they're into a very specific thing, and you're just kind of like, yes, sir. It's like fine.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I know. Yeah, I kind of see both sides of it. Like, on one hand, and like, on one hand, it can be pretty tiring for an artist to make, several different corrections and stuff. But, on the other hand, I can kind of see, the client might want it to, be perfection.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had artists that allowed me to make those kinds of like specific changes, because I remember 2020 when I ordered commissions, there were a lot of people that were like, like I would give them be like, hey, I want this to be a certain way, I'd like this to be changed, and they're like, I don't want to do that, I'll just give you the bare minimum. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, whatever, all right. So
Wow.
I'm still trying to find artists that are like at least that will try to make the changes whenever I ask for them, but most of them kind of don't. I think the only one that was an exception to the rule was Bosco Comic Arts. That was the like when I talked to them, they were they followed through when I asked for it. Others were just like, oh, do I have to? And I'm like, dude, I'm paying you $80 for this shit. Yeah, it's like that's almost triple digits. Be nice to me.
Yeah.
It's like I'm paying you $100 to go buy a McDonald's meal. Yeah, fucking be nice. It's like I can always take the money back and give it to somebody else.
I'll see my business elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
See you, Caius.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I
Oh
thought
no,
you
that
were
was just part of no. I'm not actually leaving.
I thought you were
And then-
leaving. Jeez, I'm
no.
sorry. I, I'm really bad at reading jokes sometimes.
Same here. I feel you.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
so I think the library is done. I'm gonna start shrinking the. I think I'll work on the
also,
fountain now. Whew.
yeah. Also, just to give a little update on my avatar, Ari. So I got the files back from the one guy from Manic, the person I previously commissioned for it, and it doesn't have the scenes. It does not. So it's pretty much the same exact issue with the same exact dilemma that you're having, where it's like just it's the avatar, but it's 90% of the avatar. If that makes sense.
Oof.
And I'm probably not gonna go through because of that. I'm not gonna take. I don't have the skill, the time, or the patience to individually set up all the toggles and stuff
Whoop.
all
Careful.
by myself. So I'm probably just gonna commission someone for a new avatar.
I recommend XC. I recommend XC. $80, man. $80. His commission queue is unfortunately full though.
Yeah, not really looking for something scratch built per se. Just just a new version of the Hopperoo.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because I know someone in VR. If you've seen Jargy before in VR chat, he want to know who did his. I want to know who did his Hopper because I'd like to commission them.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember Jargy's avatar. Yeah.
Yeah, looks really nice. But yeah, because the current files I have are just fucked. I'll just commission a new. I'll commission a new person. Maybe get it done a bit better with some new hair and stuff.
Cool, cool.
Cause man. I know. I wonder. So, oh yeah, it is live action.
Oh, what is?
The Minecraft movie that's apparently coming up
Oh,
with Jack Black in it.
God, this has the possibility of being fucking cursed right now. Oh, God. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but it reminds me of when they announced, like, the Sims movie. It was going to be, like, a romantic comedy with live-action actors. I'm like, oh, no, why?
Is it just gonna be like Jack Black with just a blue shirt on?
Blue shirt, dark blue, like, blue jeans, just punching trees with his bare fists. Trees, like, and he fucking sings too. I was like, I'm punching trees. He fucking sings. He has the fucking whole set of. God.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm
Peace.
punching. What's that other dude's name? From Tenacious D that he's with, like. Just
Like that.
he could be the fucking villager, just like, oh. Like every time, it's like, what do you think, villager? Yeah.
Oh god, now I'm wondering what the villagers are gonna look like.
They're gonna probably add like some weird 2000s movie like fucking cosmetics on. Just give them all big schnozzes for noses or something and bald.
Big old schnozzola.
God. I'm not opposed to it, but I have a feeling it's gonna fucking bomb.
I'm actually kind of excited for it, only because like I actually do remember that an idea for a Minecraft movie was being thrown around relatively the same time a FNAF movie was years ago, but they never went through with it.
I remember
imagine.
I remember the Sims movie being announced too. Back when like Sims 3 was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. I'm imagining the movie's gonna have them go fight the Elder Dragon, and it's gonna be Jack Black. It's somehow I just imagine Jack Black is gonna be riding the Elder Dragon like a fucking Norse god or something.
The Elder Dragon?
Or Ender Dragon. I'm sorry, the Elder Ender Dragon. They sound similar. Elder Ender. It's okay, but he's gonna be right. He's gonna be
Elder
right.
Crafts.
He's gonna be riding the Ender Dragon, just fucking wielding his diamond pickaxe or something
Cool.
like that, or diamond sword, yeah, or something like that.
I wonder if we'll get. I wonder if we'll get like any cameos from popular Minecraft YouTubers at the time. Like it better not be. There better not be a fucking Dream cameo, but like I'd love to see a cameo of someone like Dan TDM or Stampy Longhead.
God, I think if there is, I'll be okay with it. But if Dream shows up, I'll probably be like, nah. I don't know. Nothing against Dream. I just think he's overhyped. Just like a little.
Same here, really.
Yeah. It's like I can get behind a Tetris like high score thing. Like that sounds pretty fucking cool. But then it's like. But then you get Dreams like, oh yeah, you know, I speed ran Minecraft. Like, who the fuck cares? It's like it's not the same.
I remember the days when when all I'd watch was just a bunch of Minecraft mod reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
And hey, that's kind of what got me into modded Minecraft in the first place. It's just all those mod reviews.
I'm gonna borrow an idea from Ollie on our PS4 Minecraft. I'm gonna make an aquarium or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just fill like this
Wait.
empty spot with water and then put some fish in it or something.
We got it.
No wait,
Gelty, don't you have a hopper kangaroo?
yeah, that.
Yeah, that's the one. I was wondering if you I was wondering do you take commissions for avatar edits by chance?
Oh, perfect. Guess I found. I guess I found my contender. I guess I found the contender for who shall be the next person. For who shall make the next iteration of my persona.
Yay!
Woo!
Yeah, but yeah, I think I'll wait till I'll wait till Ari finishes up. I'll wait till Ari eventually finishes the piece that I commissioned, since that one has my persona's new colors and stuff.
Yeah.
But once that's done, yeah, totally, I'll commission you for a new avatar.
Sweet. Tell you what, since you'll be moving forward on it, what I'll do is like once I finish with Gary, I'll put yours first, and I'll do Samson's. That way I can get yours done quicker. So I'll be in
Yeah,
touch with you.
it's all up to you. It's all up to you, though. I don't want to be in charge of your commission schedule. You're in charge of that.
Let's see, all I gotta do is just sketch out the next pages for him and make sure he gives me like the green light, and then I can and then it should be good from there. Like he is aware. He's like, I was like, dude, there were commissions I took on the side while working on the big one. So it's like, as long as in fact, I've actually had like arguments with him. I was just like, I'm like, look, dude, like, there's the big one that I do with him, but it's like money tends to kind of like slowly drip away. So I'm like, I got to take side commissions. So it's like, I don't want to keep them waiting, because if I do that, then it's just a whole other can of worms. So like I told him, I was like, look, we'll do this. I'll get it settled, and then I quickly had to go do other people that I owe. But in fact, I should probably get going on that now, because I don't want to speak here too long. So,
Am I keeping you here?
oh no! I was like I was feeling kind of like out of it, so I hopped on Minecraft just to kind of like get my confidence back, tune out like any mental like overthinking and stuff. So I'm like, but yeah, this actually helped me a lot. Like, just kind of keep me out of those like intrusive thoughts and all that shit.
Well, glad we could be here for you, man.
Yeah, like I appreciate it so much.
Anything for you, Ari.
Aw. I'm gonna give you all hugs through the voice chat.
Here, here. Let me do it through gifts.
There you go. Hugging you with just making sounds like ASMR. Here you go. Hug. All right. I'll hopefully be around. I'll ping you guys when I'm free for the audience, or you guys can ping me when you guys want to start. Just let me know. All right. I will. I'll head off now. Y'all take care. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, now it's working. All right. And the cough is back too. But yeah, like fuck, man. I hate it when I eat because like my throat keeps fucking up. All right. Let me get my body back in order. Yeah, get the coughs out. All right. Maybe if I drink some water. Shit. And I dropped the fucking cap too. Jesus. There we go. Made the water will help soothe the throat. All right. Well, I guess I'll say the surprise right now before I get to the story time. WWE 2K24 is installed, baby.
Oh my god.
The timer,
Let's go.
the timer has counted down. The game is ready. I will be spending the night playing that straight up. I will be making.
Oh my.
I will build my wrestler. I will spend most of the night. Actually, no. I think I planned the stream on March 15th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my wrestler. I'm going to make the showcase continuum version of it, the astonishing Aaron Maguire version, just as like just for the hell of it, just for like a fun exercise. And then I'm going to play some practice rounds, get a feel for the My Rise thing, and then well, no, I'll practice a little bit, and then I'll probably just work on the next wrestler. But I will save spoilers for when the time comes, March 15th. Unless you guys don't care if I just go ahead and start.
I don't really care that much.
All right, fair enough. All right, but I guess back to story time mode. Yeah, fucking Akira Toriyama passed away, and he inspired me to. Like, I still remember Toonami was playing. They were re-airing Dragon Ball, the original series, with like the young Goku on Toonami, and they always hyped up like each of the story arcs. You know, when he first fought like Piccolo and things like that. So it's like it was my introduction to anime at the time. But 2001, I had just moved to. I wouldn't say I just moved to Tracy around that time, but it was just like about a year into moving into Tracy, and I was already in high school. I did Jefferson Middle School before that, but it was drama class, and I was working on. I was kind of like doodling a character on notebook paper, and that's when I met a guy named John Chateau back then, and Ian Stewart. And he noticed me drawing on, you know, the school desk. Because even in school, I wasn't really paying that much fucking attention. Like, I was still kind of like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to... It's like, oh, yeah, I'm listening as I doodle, like, my characters just, like...
Yeah.
And what happened is that, long story short, is that he went around passing it around, not as a... Not to be a jerk. It was more like he passed around and be like, hey, this guy can draw. They were, like, crude little images, though, like, very, very, very rough. So they weren't anything spectacular. But basically from from meeting him, and the timing of the Dragon Ball Toonami announcement, that led to me making comics. And the way that worked was essentially in meeting John at the time, we sat down, and he was looking to make a friend, and I was looking to make friends too, and we talked about cartoons that we liked growing up, and Cartoon Network, obviously, Scooby Doo, Pokemon, shit like that, and so we wound up making a comic out of that, and the idea was, oh yeah, and we showed it to Ian too at the time, and from that it went from our favorite cartoons to Back to the Future, the Back to the Future trilogy. And I grew up on those movies. My uncle gave me the movies on VHS, and he would show up from Blockbuster Video or Hollywood Video with the movies, and we would watch them. I think we watched the movies straight up in order, 1, 2, and 3 one night, and all back to back to back. And but moving forward, it's like, yeah, we're like, all right, so what if we did something like that, but the premise was that the DeLorean could go to any cartoon ever made. And it's like, instead of the time buttons, instead of the buttons is okay, 1985, it's like you could pick the episode, you would pick from a list of cartoon or anime universes, and it would have an episode guide, like a TV guide. And you could more or less be like, okay, I want to go to this story arc from season 3, or this episode when this happens, yada yada. But but I credit Akira Toriyama for getting me, for being one of the reasons why I got into art, why I loved art. At the time I was just doing little doodles, right? Just typical high school, middle school crap. Nothing special. But from that, it went to, we would watch Toonami after school. I would get home from school and watch Toonami on Cartoon Network. And then, or later on, the comics plot revolved around, so the story premise that I remember actually doing from scratch, well, John had a little bit of help in it. He had a little, but it wasn't a major thing. It was mostly like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if John did this, or had a funny moment where he did this? But I remember spending a lot of the time working on it on myself. And so the premise was, so the storyline, if I remember right, was that me and John Chateau had to get, we needed to ace science class, and we needed a science project. So so after trying to figure out what we need, we wound up going to Ian in the comics, who was the Doc Brown, and we're like, hey, well, he's the scientific, he's the school nerd, right? He he's got the fucking the joke was that we would go to his house and we would find it with the Death Star or something embedded in his backyard. He had the fucking Death Star and all these science sci-fi references in his backyard or in his house. And so we go there, and ultimately he shows us what it can do. It does a whole scene where they got the remote control and it flies past us, or the DeLorean goes through us, and the out of time thing. It was a straight up, I made it a straight up homage, or dedicated scenes from the movie. And that led to a series of shenanigans where my guy and John would go to Scooby-Doo, where John's contribution was where he makes out with Daphne. And we had a joke where they catch John. There's nothing explicit, but it shows John. It's like, hey, if the van is a rockin', don't come a knockin', that kind of thing. He wanted that, not me. And then it cuts to, again, from there, as we're getting chased by the Mystery Inc. gang, we wind up going to Pokemon, where I had a I think I had a Gengar. I don't remember the exact Pokemon. It was like a or a Ghastly. It was one of the spooky Pokemon, but we again, this was John's idea. He wanted to be all the funny stuff, so he wanted a bit where he beats up Ash, gets the Pikachu, and renames him Pimpachu. So we drew him with a pimp hat, with a K, and I think this predates like anything. I don't know if anybody had done that joke before. Maybe it was like, or maybe there was, but I definitely remember we did that, and I had no idea if anybody else had come up with the idea. But it was just Pikachu becomes this fucking pimp, and so afterward, our characters would go back, and Ian. Oh yeah, now I remember. John beats up Ian to get the DeLorean after like a disagreement. So when our guys go back, right, my guy's like, okay, this has been fun. We know it works. Let's go back home to Tracy, California. And fucking, just as we return back, Ian goes Super Saiyan. And this is where we go with the hard Dragon Ball references. This is when their inner anime nerds fucking pop up. Ian goes Super Saiyan, who fights John, who turns out to also be Super Saiyan. Well, my guy's like, okay, well, this is kind of awkward. I'm out of here. And my guy takes the DeLorean as they're doing they're doing the whole Kamehameha bullshit in front of Tracy High School. So there was a Dragon Ball Z fight at the high school. So my guy takes the DeLorean and he winds up in the OG Dragon Ball during the tournament. And so from there, I purposely did this. I wanted it to be a more heartfelt story where it was more or less like I meet Bulma from like teenage Bulma because teenage crushes or whatever at the time. So my guy meets Bulma. Bulma helps me fix the DeLorean. We go back to Tracy. John and Ian share a pint of soda or whatever like after they finish. And it was like a fun little comic. And then because of that, it got passed around again, and then we wound up making part 2 and then part 3. And that was even funnier because like part 2 is more or less like Back to Future Part 2. Ian shows up. He's like, "Oh, Aaron, you gotta come back with me. Where? Back to Dragon Ball." And it's fucking. And so we ran with. I remember doing. I was in I forgot what class I was in, but I also remember it might have been music or something. Because I remember drawing it. We had a slow day. We had some hour, in 30 minutes to kill while the teacher was setting something up. But part 2 revolved around we had to go to Dragon Ball Z and we fought Majin Vegeta. If you remember that, I don't know if you followed the Dragon Ball Z at all.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
With Majin Buu and all that.
Yeah.
the whole thing is like instead of Marty McFly being his son, it was like, hey, look, I need you to dress up as Gohan when he's in that Super Saiyan Man outfit. So my guy had to dress up as Super Saiyan Man and,
my god.
and meet Videl and all. Like, we were super into this shit. And so, like, it started to grow. Like, it goes from a one-off comic to now, like, a passion project, like a true comic. Like, I was thanks to, revisiting my childhood and then the boom of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. So we started doing that. And fucking, like, oh my god, it was pretty funny. So, more or less, the whole thing where Ian fights Majin Vegeta, the DeLorean gets taken. Oh no, he takes the DeLorean, but he's also holding those old Dragon Ball Z fanzines from back then, like old. They were like third-party Dragon Ball magazines. And so, like, he takes that, goes back in time, kills Goku. They realize they show up, they return to Tracy, California, and, like, Ian's like, oh, Tracy's still the same as we remember. It's like, no, look, Ian, look, the magazine, it says Vegeta was the show ended early because Vegeta was the fucking star of the show. He completely annihilated the Goku in the universe because he's way too powerful. So, like part 2, we go back in time, have to revisit the old Dragon Ball again. There's 2 versions of me, 2 versions of Ian, shit like that. Or no, yeah, it was like two versions of me instead of Ian. And then for part 3, like I'll try not to bore you, but I still remember it clear as day because I love these projects. But like part 3 was fucking. It turns out that when Ian got zapped with the DeLorean, he wound up going just a few episodes back. That was the joke. It was like,
Wow.
we thought, oh well, it's just good. He'll be like a few weeks older. It's like, no, he just went like 10, 15 episodes back ago. He's probably still alive. But it turns out, like Doc Brown, he got killed though. And this is what introduced me to Launch from Dragon Ball, one of my favorite characters.
Ooh.
For obvious reasons, because the sneezing thing. So I was like,
Yeah.
this is when I was discovering the whole kink and fetish thing back then. It's like, so fucking Launch is, so we find out, Launch killed Ian, so I got to go back 10, 15 episodes ago in a section, like a filler episode of Dragon Ball, or what? No, not filler episode, but like an episode of Dragon Ball where it was before Goku and Krillin have to get training, right? So fucking having said this and now getting kind of like in remembering how this all went, it just suddenly dawned on me that Launch not being there means Roshi would have had to have gotten somebody else for them to do training. But
Yeah.
I don't think we covered that. But it was like we weren't thinking. We just assumed, he'll find somebody else like Marin or whatever. But fast forward to that. So we go there. My guy has to confront Launch. We meet Ian, who's working with. In the altered timeline, it turns out that Ian being episodes back means he's now a friend of Bulma's family and like the dad, Mr. Dr. Briefs and Bulma and all that. But he's eager to leave, so we wind up taking that. And then as I'm doing this again, the comic is now upgrading from notebook paper to printer paper. Like during this whole time, like the comic starts to evolve at this point. Like now it's getting even more passed around. Like I'm working on it in study hall or whatever. Like I'm working on the comic. Yeah. So fucking.
Hang on, trying to get the thing too.
Oh hey Zach, I didn't even realize you're here.
I'm on my phone.
How was VR chat?
I'm gonna switch to my iPad. Hang on, I can barely hear you guys.
Okay. But continuing where I left off, so as the comics being passed around, we had another thing going on where it was like, okay, they're just about to go home, but we're like, wait a minute. So I talked to Ian about this. I was like, hey, the comic's getting kind of bigger now. More people are reading it. This is kind of unexpected. Like, what if we went to Back to the Future, the animated series? So we went from Dragon Ball Z to Back to the Future the animated series. So the whole part 3, and the comic is called Aaron's Cartoon Adventure, by the way. So ACA trilogy. So what happens is we wind up going to Hill Valley from the Back to the Future cartoon. Launch is with us because my character develops kind of like Launch and Ari have like another crush going on because like, Ian's just anxious to go home at that point, but Aaron the character and Launch are now having a crush on each other, like, oh, this is my waifu and how we know it today and all that. But we started padding more and more to the comic because it's like, oh, now the real fun begins. Let's have it so the two DeLoreans collide from the two cartoons, and Ian and Doc are working together, and you got Launch interacting with Marty McFly and me and all that. And so we got to a certain point where as Ian and Doc are repairing the time machine, or the time machine and the cartoon DeLorean, we take Aaron, Launch, and Marty McFly, and Biff Tannen go to the Lone Pine Mall, where
Hello.
hello,
My God.
Hey,
My back.
Rocky.
hey. So we go to the part where they're at Lone Pine Mall. Launch sneezes and takes control of Marty's pickup truck. And we did the whole tunnel scene from part 2 in the
Oh
comic.
my God.
We did
Jesus, oh no.
we did the whole part 2 scene where with the tunnel with Marty. You guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, just popped my back. I hurt a vertebrae. Like,
But as I was saying, so yeah, so like we did this whole bit where I'm getting chased out by oh yeah, Launch is holding Biff hostage, by the way, in the comic. So like you got the blonde-haired Launch, the gangster Launch, fucking holding Biff Tannen hostage in Marty's pickup truck. We do the whole tunnel scene verbatim, you know, from like the whole like shot. Like at this point, like we're going from and like I said before, we're going from notebook paper with pencil and lead to computer paper now. And it was great. Like we had a great time. It ended with us. Oh yeah, we did a train scene too, obviously, because you got to include that in part 3. But yeah,
How you
go
guys doing?
and yeah, I'm just telling we were talking about Akira Toriyama's passing. Rest in peace.
About who?
Akira
Oh, that.
Toriyama. Yeah.
hmm?
I saw that. I was more alarmed by Sai's response.
Yeah, I warned him about that.
Yeah, that took me back. It's like, okay, I get it that but for some others, they're still finding out. You don't need to be an ass about it.
Yeah. But
I just wanted to check in on you guys before I head off.
it's all good. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Me, Samson, and Drav agreed. Animal Olympics, something we should stream in the future. Actually, we're thinking maybe we should save it for around the time of the real Olympic.
Yeah.
Isn't it like this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels so trippy, like, because the Olympics is this summer, and then 2 summers after that is freaking World Cup, and it's gonna be like, I don't know where the hell it's gonna be, like, have the last, I don't know where the hell the last one's gonna be, but me and my family were like, it better be in Mexico City, bro, because I'm like, that's where it should always, like, the spectacle be.
But yeah, to end the story, I was telling Steve, and I was like, but yeah, rest in peace. All in all, like it's because of him that I also got into comics in high school. With like Dragon Ball, the OG Dragon Ball series was my favorite. And I liked Dragon Ball Z to a point. Like I think like I watched Dragon Ball Z all the way through, and I felt like that was the definitive ending. And then I did kind of like Dragon Ball GT for how absurd it was, even if he didn't like attach himself to the project completely. Like I liked it, despite what people say. It's not too bad. It's just kind of it's too silly for its own good. But at the end of the day, it's like the dude was a legend. He worked on some very iconic anime, and I'm really sad that he passed away. It hit me hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and head off.
Are you gonna head off?
I'm
Yeah,
just
like
trying
I said, I
to
was going to keep this brief. You guys have a good one.
All right, take care, buddy.
You
Have a
too.
good-
Hopefully my voice sounds better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I've just been busy on fucking 2K24 for like a few nights straight. But
I just
I'm
got
just
the.
like,
I was gonna say I got the game. The game actually is installed right now. I don't know how long I'll be on Minecraft, but I'm definitely gonna play it immediately after we leave.
oh, I'll
Yeah,
just hang
you don't.
around
Yeah,
with you.
I don't. Yeah, I think you're not gonna have any sleep. You're not gonna.
You
Have
need to
any
unlock the showcase. That's all I need to say. Just I'm like, because I had to get through that damn thing. I broke it up into 2 bits. I'm like, okay, I'm only getting the manias that I want, and that means what was it, like from Mania 17 all the way to like fucking 25? Because I was like, 2K, we have to talk.
Well, here's the
How the
plan.
fuck did you not?
Well, here's the plan. I'm thinking like I'll make my wrestler. I'll make 2 versions of me for like the Continuum Showcase mode, and then there's me proper. I'll get all the images. I'll stay up late to do like the images, the stuff to put on like the shirts and the signs and all that. And
Mhm.
then I guess like I'll probably, because I'm saving the stream for March 15th. Like maybe what I could do is I can kind of dabble in it just to get like a head start and practice, and
Mhm.
then I'll just say, hey, I'll start fresh. Like I'll start like a new save for people to, for those who haven't gotten the game yet. So I'll save
I
it as
already
a
got like
surprise.
4 people done, and I have a lot more to go.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
gonna.
That's how speedy I've been at this shit. Like, it's just that I'm gonna say this, 2K, fix the fucking community creations. The shit keeps crashing.
Day one glitches, my man. Down since day one, the glitches are
Exactly.
down since day one glitches.
Damn.
Day 1 glitch.
See, down since day one. See, down since day one. Now dude, now I have to take fucking snippets like your damn of your main
Oh,
combo sets and shit for fucking
oh, that
2K23,
reminds
and then I have
me.
to swap it up.
Oh, that reminds me. Fucking I don't know if you follow New Legacy Inc. They did a midnight stream of the game. They got it early and they got to play it. There's on the thumbnail they had a really fucking embarrassing glitch where the character's body is bent over forward with their hands on their
I've
hips.
seen that a couple times. One of them was in Entrance. One of them was in. I don't know. That dude, it's kind of buggy, honestly. Like I seen I don't know, like when one of them was trying to do a taunt and I tried to hit him, and then for some reason, like my character got hurt and shit while they were doing the taunt. I'm like, what the fuck? How do I say? You know
Yeah.
what? I got a GIF. No, not a GIF. You know what? I'm gonna put it in a small group chat. Um,
I'll just say
this.
this: like this is the luckiest month I've ever had. I got the Vinny model, which is being updated. I got 2K24, which I'm about to play, and then I got fucking what else? Oh, what was another thing that came out today that made me happy?
Wait.
Oh, there was like
Um.
I had like a lot of lucky shit happen to me this month. I'm fucking hyped.
I
Oh.
think some of us were very lucky.
Yeah,
Hey,
like
I'm gonna.
March has been the best part of the year so far. I'm really happy.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this, Ari. Here, watch. Tell me, Rocky, design me a new suit for WrestleMania, and a special one for WrestleMania. Say that I got something planned right here.
Well, I won't be able to see it because I'm on Minecraft
No,
right now
I mean,
recording. But
no, I mean you could just like say it, and I got kind of like a little thing.
oh yeah,
Steven will
all right,
just play.
all right. Rocky, get me a new suit.
All right, and there.
Check it out.
Oh, nice.
Yep, this is the library.
You
Pretty
know what?
much.
I'm gonna just say the quote. Yes, marvelous. Yes, marvelous. Is it much better than the whole world pajamas you used to wear?
Oh yeah, Edna mode. Yeah, you got full Edna mode. Oh yeah, basically also Steven, like these empty spots, I'm gonna put like chairs here, and I'm gonna put a desk right here. I'm gonna see if I can make an actual desk
Yeah.
so people can actually sit down and like write something.
You know what? I have another funny one right here. It's like I was looking at this. I'm like, yeah, this is basically how I've been. Like last night, I literally stayed up until like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning because I had to get somebody's move set down. I was like,
I've been training my
the
playing.
fucking dedication, bro.
I'll just say this: I've been training. I've been playing
Oh,
2K22 and 2K23 at the same time.
are they not working?
No, I hear you. Do you hear me, Steven? I'm sure you hear me, right?
I hear you, yeah.
Maybe it's Rocky's Wi-Fi. I don't know. But
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah, I hear you.
So,
I've been fucking training, dude. I went on 2K22 and I played my guy like
Okay, there we.
legendary with no HUD, and then I played again 2K23 with the HUD just to kind of get a refresher. I'm gonna say this: the difference between 2K22 and 2K23 up between the two games, I kind of like 2K22 just a little bit more, but then again, I like the things feel smoother by 2K23 because I'm so used to the fighting games. The fighting game system that they're doing is great. I fucking love it, and I do hope that when I get to the mini game, the little chopping like back and forth punches mini game, I hope that doesn't become too annoying.
I haven't. I haven't seen it lately. When I was doing the fucking like gameplay, it's kind of like I was kind of like expecting when the hell is this thing gonna show up?
Oh yeah, Steven, what did you think about the library?
It's really nice. I like it.
Yeah,
It's coming along pretty nicely.
Yeah, I blocked off the ceiling because I'm gonna add second floor later. I'm gonna try and fill it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till I fill. I'm gonna see if I can. I think when Zach feels better, I'm gonna ask him to maybe help me put like a little like table with chairs and things like that, and that should be good. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be the fountain. So I might need more deer, more deer, right? We're gonna need. Although I'm thinking, yeah,
Oh, what the fuck?
diorite or diorite, whatever. But I think we'll hold off on that first. But this is like the foundation, and then basically, I'm thinking like starting from this point over to here. Not sure what I want. Because I want to make it shaped like the letter C or like a bracelet, like I guess the closest description I can kind of is like it looks like the Zelda bracelet from NES. Like there's this division, and then you move forward, and there's like a little thing in the middle, right? And then the thing just kind of repeats on the other side.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what I want in the middle though. Maybe we could just use it to I don't know, like a motel maybe. Like people can
Perhaps. Yeah.
we could charge rent. I can charge
Wait,
rent.
what?
Yeah,
Man,
20 emeralds to spend the night in my
20 emeralds, bro.
God
I
damn.
barely can afford rent over here. Come
We
on.
got a lot of villagers and traders. It shouldn't be that.
But
hard.
extort them. They don't even do shit around the place. All they do is just stand around, walking around like fucking Jedi monks with their fucking robes and shit, looking like human Squidwards and stuff. Oh, the fucking like kosher dill pickle nose ass
We were
bitches.
just talking about that because Steven, you heard the news about fucking Jack Black being in the Minecraft movie. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you just
Well,
imagine it? Like I have a recorded me and Jack just talking about it. Like we were thinking like, can you imagine Jack Black as Steve just being like it's like diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. I'm look at my diamond axe. Yeah.
Diamonds.
He's gonna fucking sing along like. But I'm
I'm
iffy,
all-
iffy about the live action thing though. But can you imagine what the villagers would look
yeah,
like?
I'm
oh
all
god,
for that. I am all
oh
for
god, the
it.
villagers
Please.
would look like. Oh
I am
my
all for
god,
that.
the
They're-
fucking villagers. Now I'm terrified.
If it's live action, it's gonna be fucking horrifying. They're gonna give them big old schnozzes for noses or whatever. They're all gonna look like fucking Bert from Sesame Street.
I'm all down for it. Fucking let's go.
I am calling it. I am gonna fucking call it right here. I predict Jack Black is gonna fucking ride the Ender Dragon wielding a fucking diamond axe with diamond armor. They're not gonna touch the netherite thing. I have a feel it's just gonna be like enchanted diamond armor. And he's gonna fight the Ender Dragon or ride it, and just as they play like Ride of the Valkyries. I just know it. I have a feeling that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my
dun.
god, I don't want to imagine what the fucking Ender Dragon. Who's gonna voice the Ender Dragon?
Oh god, they're fucking.
Oh god.
Oh, he's in.
No, Ryan Reynolds as the Ender Dragon.
Ryan Reynolds. Oh my god.
Steve, don't have a good day. Have a great day, Steve. Fucking. It's gonna be like fucking Free Guy or Fall Guy, whatever that movie. I forget what that movie was. Fall
Free guy, yeah.
For Free Guy? Oh
Free
man.
guy, yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking no. God, I remember when that movie was announced, but I also remember the fucking Sims movie. When Sims
Oh,
3
God.
was still new, they were gonna make a Sims movie. Live action. It's like, what happens when this couple finds out they got the little diamond on their heads? Who's controlling who? Like, oh boy.
Mhm.
Ooh, I'll get back to Sims soon. I've been trying to repair my marriage. I'm just gonna say I'll tell you something with the new rebooted Sims universe that I got going. The wife that I got is smoking hot, and she's a cop. So I have effectively unintentionally made. Well, I made her a wolf, but the joke I had when I married her is that she's Judy Hopps and I'm Nick Wilde, more or less. Well,
I think.
if Nick Wilde was a wolf, but yes.
Mhm.
The thing is, though, I cannot. I have you done the police career thing in Sims? Because it is kind of hard. I think I can't really do.
I mean, I have one of my characters basically already doing that shit.
I've had trouble with it. I've had some serious trouble with it because it's like the clues are not a problem. It's just that like I don't know if it's made for this. I don't know if it's different like on console, but on PC, there was one criminal I had to catch, and the clues were like whenever I do the investigation, right? I pick up all the clues, all the evidence. I do the DNA thing. I do the fingerprint. Like I try to make sure I have at least 10, 20 clues on me. But I had one case where it was like, okay, the subject is female, wearing a skirt. She's
Oh,
mean.
God.
It was like it gave me literally like a very good description of her. Thing is, it took me to this snowy. It was winter time, so my cop goes there. Nobody fucking spawned in the area. It was just like two NPCs bickering with each other, and the occasional like neighbor that I knew that my Sims are friends with. The criminal did not show up, and I was like, "Where the fuck are they?" Like,
Even I've
Wow.
had that happen before.
it's happened before. Like, does it do that? Like, where the criminal just doesn't spawn in or show up at all? Like, is that normal? Like, it happened. Well, I was gonna say like it kind of happened twice. Like, I went to the location. Oh yeah, there was I went to like this a dock. Well, okay, the second time wasn't too bad because I actually think I killed the criminal. Okay,
What
maybe.
the fuck?
Okay, I think I'm trying to remember.
But then
Okay,
again,
I think I know what happened. Okay, so my wife also has the werewolf trait, but she also has it where, for some reason, she hates her job, so she gets angry very easily. But my brain's like, okay, I can kind of logically work with this, even if it's going to be a fucking challenge, but I'll try to do it. We go to a place that's like where the boats are. It's like this one dock area, like Seaside Manor, whatever it is. It turns out that the criminal was an old lady.
what?
Here's the catch.
The fuck does she do?
Good question. I think it was like she
Does
was.
sound like the
She let if I'm piecing my timeline together right, she left like little graffiti of gnomes and shit around the house. I have no idea. This is all the game, not me. It was like there was banana peels and graffiti tags of like gnomes.
what the fuck?
But so the lady did show up. Unfortunately, my wife had just turned into a werewolf, and she was in her rage meter kicked in. So there's
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
so there's a 3-hour timer, right? Because you can't end it without using cheats. I'm like, okay, I got the countdown on the clock, and I got the countdown on this. I'll try to write it out. So the lady shows up, and I start stalling for time by snarling at her repeatedly until the rage meter finally went down. But I couldn't do it. So like at the last minute, I just said, "Fuck it." You know what? I'm gonna kill the murderer. So I just kept getting her into sparring fights over and over and over and over until ultimately the sim ran off. But I made it canon that my wife scared the criminal out of town
Oh my
because she
god.
kept beating up an old lady. It's just like, what the fuck? Sims 4 is fucking weird, dude.
It'd be wilder out here.
I
Oh yeah.
mean, they weren't really that far off. I mean, there was a real life fucking like old lady that actually did murk a couple of people in Sacramento
Oh
in like
shit.
the fucking late '90s, I think. I kid you not. It is an old lady serial killer.
If I find the clip, I'll show it to you guys because it's fucking funny. Because it's just like, oh god, she's in a rage mode and she won't be done until until she can clock out. She can't turn back. I have to have her stall for time. And at the last 5 minutes, the criminal had to get away because I couldn't transform. And I was like, damn it, no. She got away, but she took
The
9
one
fights with
that
the
got
werewolf.
away.
She got beat. I'm surprised she didn't die. Like, she took 9 sparring fights with the werewolf and then just managed to get away. So it's
Fuck.
like, I'll start clipping some of the other ones too. I have like the old Samson model. The one that the one where he moved into that one earthquake house, the one that kept fucking falling apart.
Well, bro, it's because he decided to freaking move into San Francisco in the fucking Sims. I'm just like, you're gonna deal with quakes, okay?
I felt so
Bro,
bad for him because the roomie he got was fucking shit. Like that's when I decided to reset the fucking game save because like I had him open up like a roomie slot, right? But the roomie was fucking trash. It was like this one lady just kept moving in. She couldn't bathe. She kept dropping her plates on the floor.
ugh.
She had a couch to herself until I could get the money to give her a room. She wasn't paying the rent. And it was just like, oh my god, I ruined Samson's life with this. So I was like, okay, I think I'm done. I was like, yeah, a meteor fucking hits that universe and kills everybody, and the universe is restarted. So I was like, the hell with this. I like the new and improved Samson sim because that's when we turned him into basically Figment and Nigel, like a combination of Nigel and Figment from the Journey into Imagination ride. And I gave him a freezing ray and a mind control ray, and like I gave him fucking science weapons.
I won't just be real with you here. I fucking always low key hate doing like creating loose because it takes for fucking ever. This is like my one bane every time I have to recreate everybody. It's like, okay, everything's done. Great, now I have to fucking make the move set.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I stopped making B Meister. Like I have the model done on 2K23, but the fucking move list. It's like
I just start everything. I'm just like, I wish there was fucking more broken down, or you could sort them out your own way.
I wish there was a copy paste thing, man. Like I wish
Thank you.
a copy like when I bought the game, they said, "Oh yeah, you get 2K23 as a free bonus, right?" And I'm like, "But I already have the game. Can I just transfer
Exactly, bro.
data?"
What you talking about?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "What? Like, what am I gonna fucking?" I like how I did B Meister in it, but the moves is like you gotta do a top rope dive, bottom rope dive, middle rope dive, run here, run there, there,
Oh,
run here.
you gonna be like surprised because now there's a fucking heavy, now there's a light, heavy, and grapple fucking running cornered thing in the ropes. I'm
Oh
like, oh my god. And now
Oh
there's like fucking
no.
5 finishers, and I'm like, okay, max they're getting is like 3 or 4, depends on the boss. If they're like a boss, like I'm gonna make like I don't know, one of the peeps already made. Well, he's already like boss level material.
Oh man. I think that reminds me, Steven. I wonder if JR is gonna make you this year.
I could
Yeah.
probably take hold of it. Honestly, it just depends on like how my schedule is. I already Here's the funny thing. I already had a damn model ready for freaking like for Steven. It's just that by the time 2023 was already coming to a close, I was like, bitch, I'm burnt out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
2K23 is I just couldn't do it last year. Like once 2K23 rolled around, I was like, I can't make everybody without half-assing it. I was just like, the hell, I'll just take it easy. It's like,
Yeah.
and a lot of them were rushed because mostly like due to commission schedules and all that. Because like, if I could go back, I would have given Heather a much better, or Heather Valerie like a much better Titan drawn image. But I was just like, I was out of it. I couldn't do it. This year, I'm a lot more motivated, so maybe this will be better.
I'm basically going. I keep saying that, but I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's just like this fucking year is gonna, or I guess like the last 2 freaking games. It was kind of like I'm like, geez, I haven't got my feet wet in creating like shit in WWE since 2K14. That
Wow.
was the last fucking game I had. That's when you know how fucking like how far away I was with like WWE games. I was like, man, the last one I fucking had was like way back in 2013. That is crazy.
Mm.
Now I'm just like, eh. And I was like, now I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm like, freaking 2K23 was the Mark II. Now we go into the Mark III.
Kind of a random. Steven, I have a book of mending. I wonder. I don't know if I can clone it. I also noticed that you left, by the way, which is probably a good sign that I should probably head off to because I.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe I can give you the. I'll see if I can clone the copy of mending and give that to you if you need. If you want a book to do enchantments or anything.
See if you can put that in my mailbox or.
Yeah, I can always.
I'm just
Actually,
gonna stay here, honestly,
let me
because
look up
I'm just
this.
like,
I think I fetched that book from the water. Maybe I can fish for it and get like a spare copy.
Okay.
All right, because I do want.
I'm just gonna hang around over here. I don't know. I just been feeling kind of fucking lonely and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, mending.
I'd stay with you, but I am also kind of like beaten up from VR chat. We had a very
A fucking
wild.
good, fucking good time.
It was a great time indeed, but it was also like a what the fuck.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I'll
Oh wait,
put.
okay,
I'll
so it's
put.
just a
Go ahead.
okay. So wait, it's just like the 3 of us in here.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing. I always kind of notice. I don't know. I could just read the room sometimes, like when what's his name, like when Psy or whatever comes in. I'm like, what the fuck? The energy just like switched and shit. Like, what the hell?
What do you mean,
I,
like?
I don't know. It's just like everybody just goes like, like the whole like feeling like, or like the sensation when like somebody comes in or something happens and then all the air just gets sucked out, even like from your butt, like